Hi there, welcome to another vinyl update. Got a small stack of records, all of them secondhand, all of them used. Most of them, except for one, are thrift store Goodwill finds. Yeah, it's good finding records still at Goodwill and thrift stores. So I'm gonna start straight ahead. Yeah, start off. I picked up a bunch of 7 inches actually. Quite a stack. So I'm going to show those first. Not everyone loves the 7 inch, but I do. Not all of these are worth keeping, but some of them are. This one is. This is Boytronic with You. Price sticker is still on it. It was 50 cents, which is pretty steep for a 7 inch. But yeah, Boytronic, 1983. This is a German synth pop group. I like this. I once had a CD by these guys, and if you ever see CDs by Boytronic, and you're not really a CD collector, but you do sell stuff occasionally, pick it up because it's worth some money. It's worth some big money. I gave it away, the CD. What do you do? Anyway, this is good early electronic synth pop. So if you love synth pop, Boytronic. Some more synth pop, I guess. They were on a hip hop label, Tommy Boy. So I don't know why they were on that label, but yeah, Information Society. What's on Your Mind? Pure Energy has the Pure Energy radio edit and the Club radio edit. Same thrift store. Dutch copy. Boytronic, being German, that's a German copy. This is another really cool find. This is Sky with Call Me. It's kind of, as you can see, busted. This is a band I've shown a record by a couple of updates ago, and I was really surprised because it's really cool 80s, early 80s funk. Same with this one. We got 2 tracks, Call Me and Girl in Blue, and it's on the Ramshorn label. Or officially it came out on Salsoul, which is an indicator that it's interesting. But this is the Dutch pressing on Ramshorn, label that did a lot of disco and early electro hip hop. So if you ever see Sky, pick it up because it's really good. The rest are 7 inches without a picture sleeve. First one I just had to pick up. This is a UK pressing. I don't know if you can see it. Love Unlimited, Walking in the Rain with the One I Love. And I should have known. It's on Uni. British pressing. Originally came with the adapter attached to the inside. Someone busted it out. But yeah, this is a good 7 inch. I like this. The rest are acts. I don't know. And I don't know if any of these sides is the A or the B side. Doesn't really matter. This is Friends of Distinction, Let Yourself Go, and Going in Circles. I looked this up. It's sort of classic rock. It says, but it's very soulful and kind of funky. So I don't know what it is, but yeah, this was something I just had to pick up. Friends of Distinction. Next are basically, I think this is a Canadian press. Yeah, this is a Canadian pressing of a band called Crowbar, and that's not the 90s, like, is it New York hardcore? band called Crowbar. This is a 70s band, classic rock again, I guess. Go for the Throat and All the Living Things. This I need to listen to again because I don't know if I really like this, but yeah, Crowbar. Never heard of these guys, so I had to pick it up. And this is a US pressing. Same for the Prince of Distinction. A record on the Playboy label, and it's Barbi Benton with Put a Little Bit on Me and Brass Buckles. I picked it up because it's on Playboy, and seeing the name Barbi Benton, I was like, so I looked it up, and she was a former Playmate who was the girlfriend of Hugh Hefner, and that's probably why she did a 7-inch or an album or whatever. And it's not that good. If you love, cheesy country, then this is your thing. Barbi Benton. It's country, like bad Dolly Parton type country. Okay, the rest are 12 inches. Well, the next 3 records are 12 inches, and then we get the LPs. I kind of hesitated on picking these up because I don't care for 12 inches that much. They take up space, and I enjoy these a lot more than I do a 12-inch because it's similar. One song and you need to skip the record or change the record. The song is a little longer. That's a plus point, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of 12 inches. But these I just had to pick up. First up is The Last Poets with Get Movin'. It's on, as you can see, celluloid. There's 2 versions of Get Movin'. You get the normal version, which is on the album Oh My People, and you get an edited version, and then there's a 3rd track called Mean Machine, which is originally from 1971, from the This Is Madness album, and that is amazing. That's an amazing track. I know that song. I have the album. The Oh My People album I have not heard, but the song Get Moving is very, very 80s. This is from 85. It's interesting, let's just say that. Electronic version of The Last Poets, I guess. It does feature Bernie Worrell of Funkadelic, Parliament, Funkadelic, and Bill Laswell, but otherwise, it's not that great. It's an interesting record. It's the reason why I picked it up, but it's not really that good. But then we got sort of a similar release. This is Deadline with Makosa Rock, also on celluloid. These are, by the way, distributed by a label called Streetwave. So they're UK pressings. Celluloid being a Belgian label. Same labels. This one is a sort of Afrobeat type of project, but again, very electronic. You get some extra artists. You don't know who are on here, of course. Let's first say that. Deadline are Philip Wilson, Mano Dibango, Bill Laswell, and Bernie Worrell. So, 2 people who played on this record are on this record. Bill Laswell and Bernie Worrell. But you also get Jaco Pastorius, you get Paul Butterfield, and that's the ones I do know. Anyway, 2 versions of Makosa Rock, the normal long version, which comes from the album Down by Law. the edited version, and you get a song called Gamatro. So again, very 80s, again 85. I don't know. I need to listen to it, but not that convinced. It's sort of an Afro funk, Afro beat thing, but very 80s and very electronic. So who knows? Maybe I'll enjoy it when I play it again. And this is the last 12-inch I picked up. As you can see, this is Donald Byrd. It's got two songs on here, a live version of Dominoes and Wind Parade. These are from 1975 and 1976. They are on the Street Wave label. And this is funk. This is funk. This is really, really good. I don't know if I'm going to keep the 12-inch, but I'll definitely try to find the Donald Byrd records where these songs came from. So, Donald Byrd, that's really, really good. Next record, supposedly is really, really good, but I wasn't able to listen to it completely because, well, I'm going to show you. It is Dread Beaten Blood by Poet and the Roots. Poet and the Roots is a project by Linton Kwesi Johnson, British, Jamaican reggae artist, spoken word artist, very political, very powerful. And this, I believe, is his first project from 1978. It's not just Linton Kwesi Johnson, it's a lot more artists on here. I think Fat City Final will know a little bit more about it. On Virgin, it's the Dutch pressing. The reason why I wasn't really able to play it is because, well, it doesn't really show, but yeah, I think you can kind of see it. It's warped. It's warped beyond repair. It is really, really warped. Badly warped. I don't know if you can... I need to be able to show it. Ah, there we are. See? It's horrendously warped. I am able to play one song on each side, which is the last song on each side, and I really like it because I really like Linton Kwesi Johnson. So my surprise was, Linton Kwesi Johnson! And then I played it and I was like, yeah, it's a record I can play. If anyone's interested in a busted record, let me know. Maybe we can do a little trade thing. I don't know. But the sleeve is perfect. The sleeve is in really perfect condition, except the vinyl that's warped. Then we got Magic Fly by Space. There are, I think, Italian, but this is on a French label, the Vogue label. There you are. And these guys, as you can see, they're sort of these space people. Because, hey, they're named Space, so let's dress up in space costumes. Sort of, you know, predating Daft Punk, both in sound as in visuals. Think of this as sort of a disco version mixed with Jean-Michel Jarre, and you get the idea. It is cheesy as hell. It is a record you'll find very, very cheap. If you love electronic music, if you love Jean-Michel Jarre, and you love disco, this is a great combination of both of them. I'm not yet convinced, but we'll see. Anyway, this is Space, Magic Fly, which was also their biggest hit, I believe. Two more Goodwill finds, and then a record I picked up online. This is Aerosmith Rocks. You probably find Aerosmith records in the dollar bins and thrift stores and Goodwills in the US, like daily. Here, you don't. So when you do, you pick them up. not a big fan of Aerosmith, but I really enjoyed this. This is from 1976. This is the Dutch pressing, and it is textured. The sleeve is textured. Don't know any of the songs, to be quite honest, but I enjoyed this. This is something I'll play again. Not a lot, but it'll stay in the collection for now. So, Aerosmith. And the last Goodwill thrift store find is Jackson Browne with Late for the Sky, 1974. This is the UK pressing on Asylum. I keep hearing so many good things about Jackson Browne, but I don't hear it here, to be quite honest. Not really convinced that this is a good album. Again, I need to spin it, but for right now, this is not really that entertaining. Not really that good. Things can happen. And the last record I picked up, I'm really glad I picked up. I made an offer on a site called Marktplaats. They are an equivalent to eBay, except it works a little different. It is a possibility, but normally there's not a lot of people bidding against each other. It's basically you put in an offer, and if the guy who sells it is like, accept the offer, he sells it to you. Not all of them are like that, but some of them are. This guy was, and I made an offer, and he accepted. And this is Billy Paul's War of the Gods, which is a record I've heard of and I wanted. It was a record on my want list, but not really high on my want list, but still. That's Billy. It's on Philadelphia Records. It's got the original company inner sleeve. And it is really good. A concept album about fights among gods. I have no clue. There's no lyrics in here, and when I listen to music, I hardly ever, focus on the lyrics. But this is really good. Billy Paul, I knew him from Me and Mrs. Jones, and I have that particular album where that came from, 360 Degrees of Billy Paul. Great album, by the way. But this is also really good. So there you are, Billy Paul. That's the last record I'm showing today. Thank you for watching. I'm going to cut it off here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.